Today we have a truly inspiring guest with us, Harika, a passionate entrepreneur, fusion cuisine expert, and the driving force behind Spice Jar. Why Spice Jar? Why cooking?
Cooking has always been more than not just for food for me. It's all about, storytelling, culture, and bringing like more people together. And that's how I think it's been in roots in my body. And that's how Spice Jar has started as a passion project. And today it's a reflection of my love and, fusion cuisine.
What were the challenges that you faced?
I have to start everything from the scratch and I have to build a brand first thing. And all this, I don't have any experience background.
How does one, starting their food and catering or restaurant business, what should they be thinking? Where should they be starting?
You shouldn't think in your brain that you'll be working 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., which is like 8 to 9 hours. You should make your mind that you're working 24/7. You are not a person, you're a machine. And financially, you should be balanced enough, stable enough, where to invest and where not to.
Few messages for our listeners today.
There is no one who will stand up for you. It's you that you're going to stand up for yourself and create time.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the SheSight Podcast. I'm Ruchi, and here we dive into real stories of women who are making an impact. SheSight is a platform that amplifies voices, shares journeys, and builds a strong community. Let's meet today's guest and hear their inspiring story. Today we have a truly inspiring guest with us, Harika, a passionate entrepreneur, fusion cuisine expert, and the driving force behind Spice Jar. She left the corporate world to follow her love for cooking, creating a space where traditional Indian flavors meet global influences. Beyond her culinary journey, she's a mentor, a speaker, an advocate for women entrepreneurs through AIWB. Harika also leads community driven initiatives, including food donation drives and empowerment programs. Let's dive into her incredible story. I'd like to welcome you, Harika.
Thank you so much, Ruchi, and thank you so much for having me here. It's
Of
truly a
course.
pleasure to be here and share my journey with you guys. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, Harika, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for giving some time to us today. Harika, start us off with telling us, about your background, your educational background, your professional training, and then we'll get to your journey in a little bit.
sure, definitely. First of all, that was a great welcome. Thank you so much. And
Yes.
when you asked me about my journey, it's like everyone, how we come back from India here. I've been done my engineering in electronics and communication, and I've been working in a couple of software companies, and I've been here, married, and came along with my husband in 2011. And as everyone started looking for jobs and all. It's been a job, like being a SQL developer, then moved into data analytics. And cooking has always been more than not just for food for me. It's all about, storytelling, culture, and bringing like more people together.
Mm.
And that's how I think it's been in roots in my body. And that's how Spice Jar has started as a passion project. And today it's a reflection of my love and, fusion cuisine. And it's become a community right now. I'm definitely excited to talk about this journey, the challenges, and incredible support that I've been receiving, along the way with everyone, with not only just with the family, but around the community and many people around, family and friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, tell us. That's really interesting. So, from an engineer to an entrepreneur, Must be an exciting path. I wanted to ask you, why spice jar? Why cooking? Like, what was the thought process behind, creating fusion foods?
So it came with my family, like with my kids. I do have three kids, so everybody has their own type of cuisine favorites. One is with more of Indian, one is with more of Italian, and one is with more of Mexican. So we being like Indian parents, we do love all the other cuisines, but at the end of the day, we like that rice and yogurt and dal kind of stuff, So that's how that roots have emerged, like combination of dosa with cheese as a pizza dosa, combination of samosa with burger buns, made into a samosa burger. And when you take the burrito wraps, it has the desi flavors in it, like with rice, chopped salad, having like, in back in India, we do have the chopped salad with cucumbers, carrots, and all. It's not the like the leafy salads or the queso salads that we find here. So
Mhm,
combination of all those things made into burrito wraps. Kati rolls are one of the big hits, but here with Spice Jar, we do have the taco rolls or the silver spoon paratha rolls.
mhm,
Maybe a combination of vegetarian and non-vegetarian. So these all the combinations, made a menu, and everybody started loving it, not just my kids.
mhm,
The
mhm,
guests come to my home, or whenever I serve it to whenever I used to take it to my office, or send it to my husband's office, or to my kids' school for the Teachers' Day or something like that.
mhm.
Everybody's loving it, my neighbors and all. Then everybody was like encouraging me, hey, why don't you start something like cooking in a, your passionate way into a different genre? And that's how the things emerged. And yeah, and here we are here today.
That's wonderful. So, do you, how did you design the menus and menu items basically? And, how did you start? Tell us, did you start, you probably, like everybody else, started small and then thought of other ideas to grow and get yourself to where you are today. So, what was the kind of thought process behind designing the menu?
So I'm not sure about the other restaurants or the other passionate business entrepreneurs, how they go with it when they are into the food business with their
Mhm,
menu. Is there standards or not? I mean, standardized menu or not? I'm really not sure about it. But when it coming to Spice Jar, like I spoke to you earlier,
mhm,
with I started just with the fusion menu with just those 10 menu items on the menu, and
mhm,
it went out good. But when I'm in the shoes of a customer, when I am a customer going to a different restaurant, like I said, with a family of five, or with a group of friends, or with the colleagues, like having Asians, all different cultural friends all together going, and they want to have a one-stop shop. They
mhm,
don't want to waste time moving around, budging around the, different restaurants. Like some people like, burgers. Some people like desi, like a rice platter. They definitely need it. And some
mhm,
want something like, Mediterranean or Mexican kind
mhm,
of stuff. So that's the way I have designed. Like it's kind of a one-stop shop for
mhm,
all continental cuisines. Not only, American, Mexican, but you do have the authentic Indian essences that is available. I mean, the menu is available with Spice Jar. With
mhm.
dosas, we do have about like 11 to 12 varieties. Um, and with biryanis, we do have about like, six to seven, and plus added on. That's going to
Mhm,
be special menu that will be for that particular week. And
mhm,
with fusions, we do have almost like about 10 to 12, including the salads, desi salads, oranges in the green salad kind of stuff. Something like, funnier, wordy versions where it seems to be, more attractive. When Indian parents come along with the customers come along with the parents, they look more about the dosas, or idlis, or
mhm,
regular rice platters. So that's also is available with Spice Jar food truck.
mhm,
Spice Jar is not just limited to a food truck, but it is, it has a different variations, like with not limiting just to the menu. When you go to the drink section or to the dessert section, you find the fusion desserts as well. Like, when you go to a bakery in India, you find the
mhm,
puff pastries, right? Like the pastries.
mhm, Mm-hmm.
So I made those with one of my friends' suggestions and all. So I was able to bring up, yeah, I think you must have heard of the cake shots, the Black Forest cake shots and all.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Mm-hmm.
more transformed that as, rasmalai cake shots, gulab jamun cake shots kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when it has come to the drinks, faludas, mango lassis, not just limiting to them. Daisy softies, the rose flavored daisy softies,
Mm-hmm.
pistachio softies, pista flavored softies, and
Mm-hmm.
what are the other stuff? The boba drinks,
Mm-hmm.
though our daisy flavored boba drinks. So there are many fusion versions and the authentic versions too with spice jar.
That sounds truly delicious. I just have to say that. I
Yes.
was imagining the dishes as you were speaking about them. With every entrepreneur's journey, we talk about, the challenges because the ideas come and then you try something and then some ideas work, some ideas don't work. I want to talk a little bit about the realism of the journey. It's like, what were the challenges that you faced, at least some of them, what kind of support did you get, and the encouragement that you received from family and friends.
Definitely, that is something very important that I have to bring up in today's meeting. So there are like numerous challenges in my journey from the corporate world. I mean, it's a transition from a corporate world to becoming, into a entrepreneur in the food industry, right?
Mhm,
Like one of the biggest challenges, like, you have to break your stereotypes as a woman running a food truck and that to a fusion kitchen, which is like completely is different genre. Yeah,
mhm,
have to push through, social norms and, expectations in a traditional, and also the male domination spaces, those
mhm,
kind of stuff. Like many things, there were many barriers, especially coming to the market. It's like, those all we have to break down, and especially, and another thing is like the transition of careers, leaving the stable corporate job and pushing yourself into a passionate, cooking required that courage and, resilience. And I have to start everything from the scratch, and I have to build a brand first thing.
mhm.
And all these, I don't have any experience background with the business, with especially with the food business. I really don't have my family and
Yeah.
all. I really
Mhm,
don't have any kind of proper experience. So operations struggles are some of the key points that I have to highlight here. Like managing food truck means handling everything from sourcing ingredients, logistics, customer service, the marketing,
mhm,
hiring the right resource, training them. By the time you train them, again, you keep on, there is no consistency in the resourcing, I can say. Quality
mhm,
and consistency. So these are like, operation struggles that I have to learn and also mend myself. It's like all the time it's learning for me as well. And, building the brand from the, ground up is like one of the biggest challenge I can say. Like gaining the visibility,
mhm,
attracting the customers, and competition in the food industry is like, required an
mhm,
innovative marketing and like, believing in the version of, consistency is very important. It's
mhm,
not all the time you change the menu, or, you have to be in the shoes of the customer, and that's how you see the vision of a customer. For me,
mhm,
if you talk about Harika from the spice shop point of view, I always don't see as an owner. I see as, as a customer point of view, what is a customer looking for? Let's say
mhm,
example, when a customer is asking only for, idli.
mhm,
Yeah, I come up asking like many questions. I learned from other resources and from myself when I go to a other restaurant,
mhm,
is the what is the key points that they are missing and what is that I'm looking from their menu. So those are the
mhm.
key points that I have, changed with Spice Jar, and I'm learning
Yeah.
to.
Of course, yes. Yeah, absolutely. How about family and community support? How about your friends? How did they step in to provide you the boost that you needed?
That is a priority thing. Like family is a priority thing because balancing a family as a woman and the business, leaving a constant job and coming into a business is not like, working from 9 to 5. Like not, it's not a 9 hour or 8 hour job. It's like a 24-hour job that it needs to be ticked into your brain.
Mhm.
So the main thing that comes is a family balance and
Mhm.
personal life. You have to forget, like, I have to give up on the personal life first thing. And that personal life is being filled by the family. So when
Mhm.
there is an encouragement from the family itself, you can, perceive your passion as well as you can maintain that consistency in your business, is
Mhm.
what I feel. And that's the support I'm receiving from my family.
Mhm.
And without my husband and without my family, parents or in-laws or my kids, I'm nowhere here. So
Mhm.
really there is not just 100%, there is like a twice support from my family. Uh,
Mhm.
and with the friends, they always encourage me with the type of menu that I'm placing
Mhm.
and the type of ingredient, not the ingredients. They ask me, okay, suggestions, I can say. They give me suggestions, valid suggestions. When they come to the food truck, they don't just have fun, have the food and leave. They give me, Harika, these are things that you need to, fill up
Mhm.
or, replace, or maybe they give me some ideas. Yeah, there's a lot. That's what I said, the initial talk itself. Without encouragement from the family and friends, with the community, I'm nowhere here.
Absolutely. That support goes a long way, doesn't it? Harika, I wanted to ask you, you mentioned your menus. Do you change your menus a lot or do you keep them standard for a while, test them out, see if they are in demand, and then modify them somewhat based on feedback? How do you
Uh,
go about it?
yeah, they are pretty much consistent so far, past six
Mhm.
months. The initial first 2 months was a struggle phase on, jumping in and around, because I need to know how people would receive me and what are they more looking for. Initially, I didn't have biryanis or, charts. I was limited to just to 2 to 3 options. uh,
Mhm.
I didn't have much of the starter options, but as days passed, after a couple of months after
Mhm.
my trek have started, I've been
Mhm.
learning more of the options, what the customers are looking for.
Mhm.
And that's how I've leveraged the menu, and it's been consistent so far. But every day we are open from Wednesday to Sunday. So
Mhm.
Wednesday we do have chart varieties like combos. You can mix and match charts.
Mhm.
Uh, and on Thursdays we do have the best dosa combos, and with the less price. And on Fridays we do have a Indo-Chinese combo. Saturday and Sunday we do have halwa puri, aloo chole combination, and for the vegetarians and for the non-vegetarians, we do have the chicken shami omelette parathas, again followed by the menu. It's just not limiting to those items, but the top picks of the day, and
Mhm.
followed by the regular menu, which means like you find biryanis, charts, starters, rice platters, fusion food, everything, dosas and everything. So for each and every day,
Mhm.
I do have some topics, and
Mhm.
again followed by the regular menu.
Mm.
Consistent so far.
Right. Right. Absolutely. That sounds absolutely delicious. Um, I wanted to ask you, Harika, how does one, starting their food and catering or restaurant business, what should they be thinking? Where should they be starting? What are some of the things that they should need to be sure about before they dive right into the food business?
Like I said earlier, there are two options. First thing, if you're being a sole proprietary, that means if you are the independent business owner who you are willing to start a business, a food industry,
Mhm.
you want to step into a food industry, you shouldn't think in your brain that you'll be working 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., which is like 8 to 9 hours. You should make your mind that you're working 24 bar 7.
Mhm.
The family is the business is the business, and everything is there. You are not a person, you are a machine. That's one thing. And financially, you should be balanced enough, stable enough, where to invest and where not to.
Mhm.
And then second thing, when it is coming to, multiple investors coming to you, you should always think of an active partner, not like a sleeping partner. You
Mhm.
should choose a person where they have the equal head like you, thinking on marketing, branding, raising the visibility and bringing up the customers. Bringing up the customers is nothing but, raising the visibility,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
maintaining a stable menu, or changes yours. So you need to have those kind of qualities that if you're looking, if not, there are many food, restaurants or the food trucks that are being popped up and dissolving too. We never know how it is going to be, but you need to have patience and the consistency need to be maintained.
Well, thank you for that advice. Um, I want to ask you, Harika, what is your vision? Where are you going next?
The next, for now, it's been like 8 months I've started this food truck.
Mm-hmm,
Right now, I just want to maintain this food truck in a, stable way, not thinking much about the next steps.
mm-hmm,
Let's see, the future is my way of thinking. It's not
mm-hmm,
like, definitely I have a thought, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be there. The
mm-hmm,
next steps, definitely, whoever are into the food industry, they want to open up a new, new location
mm-hmm.
or go into a restaurant kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even I'm into passionate about that, but let's see how it goes. Right now,
Yeah,
maintain the consistency in whatever I'm.
that's a good thought. You want to be stable and consistent with your current situation first before you move to the next step, right? That's
Yes,
wonderful. Do you have any messages for our a single message or a few messages for our listeners today?
um, like everyone says, I do tell the same thing. Create time, maintain the consistency, focus on your passion or whatever you're aspiring for. Definitely you'll be there. Don't think it's been like 6 months, 1 year. Keep a time span, 2 to 3
Mhm,
years. That's okay if you're getting the break even in 6 months, then you are into a positive thing. Keep a timeline of at least 2 to 3 years. Don't just give up for a 6 months or a year.
mhm.
Maintain consistency and stand up for yourself. There is no one who will stand up for yourself for you. It's you that you're going to stand up for yourself and create time. That's all I can say.
Right. No, with that said, thank you so much, Harika Thupkar. You have, provided us with a genuine story of yours and, the experiences that you're going through. You have given some advice to our listeners. When you move to your next step and there is further conversation, more learnings to come from you, we'll come back and, based on the questions being asked of us from your story and I want to thank you for your time today. And, we wish you all the very best. On behalf of SheSight, I'd like to thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you so much, Ruchi, for bringing me on board here for the short, sweet interview.
Mhm.
I don't feel this as an interview. It is like, a very friendly conversation and a more of a reality that's being explained. It's really, really wonderful talking to you and sharing my experiences. Like it's been just eight months, but it made me remind of all things that went through each and every day.
Right.
Much. Yep. Well, it was really nice talking to you
Great.
again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Before you move on to the next video, I have a request to make. If you like this video and this podcast, if you gained some valuable information out of this video, I would request you to click on the subscribe button as well as follow us on our social media pages. The links are given in our description. Also, do sign up to our website www.shesightmag.com. We have amazing women stories as well as various women initiatives that are getting launched in the coming months. I'll see you there.